What's up, guys, and welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be breaking down Sean Strickland's style, and we're going to be breaking this down into phase 1, phase 2, and phase 3. 3 layers to his style. If you've been a part of this channel for a while, you've seen I've done this with Ilia Topuria, Dricus du Plessis. Those are some of the names that I've already done, and I plan to continue to do more of these. So if you like it, feel free to let me know in the comment section of maybe another fighter you want to see broken down. But with that being said, let's get right into the video. So the first phase of Sean Strickland's style, everyone says that all Sean Strickland does is jab and teep, right? And that is a big part of his style, and most particularly a big part of the first phase of his style. What we have to realize is that the first phase of almost everybody's style is going to be their defense or their probing phase in their style, right? So it's the very beginning of the fight where you're looking for your openings, you're making your reads, and you're more worried about not getting caught cold or getting knocked out and stuff like that, right? So in order to break down the first phase of his style, first we got to talk about his stance. So he has kind of like a Muay Thai boxing hybrid stance to where his legs are kind of close together. He's very light on this lead leg, that way he can always teep and he could jab as well, right? And then he kind of has this like frontal Philly shell, not traditional in boxing to where they take this side profile, but more here. And this actually allows a couple of openings in boxing, so they won't teach you to do it like this. The common error is like when you start circling off, you're leaving this big gap to eat crosses and things like that. So they'll tell you to roll that shoulder over, but because he also has kicks involved, he's a little bit more able to carry this frontal Philly shell. Another reason he carries this is because he had a motorcycle accident back in the day, so he really only has the use of his left leg, which is why he's always teeping with that leg. So not only is he using this Philly shell to defend, as he's jabbing and using this jab and using this teep as offense and as defense, he's also using what we call a long guard, which is really just him outstretching his hands, really defending against anything wide. So if someone starts throwing hooks and I want to defend my chin and I'm exiting out, a good way to do this is to just keep my hands up. This also protects me against high kicks. If you were to throw a high kick, I'm keeping my arms up, letting everything come across my shoulders and not hit me in the head, right? So he has the Philly shell, so if there's throwing strikes, go ahead. He has the Philly shell to where he's rolling off, moving, and then he's also using this footwork, constantly angling. If they throw a low kick to the outside, he's using it to check or to step into those kicks as well. He's also using this L step. If you want more on this first phase, I already dropped a video on how to use the Sean Strickland jab, and you could look more into it there. But again, he's using this jab, he's using these teeps, and then he's focusing on this footwork, Philly shell, and using his long guard. This pretty much consists of the first phase of his style. He's not really looking to pressure really heavy at the beginning, and he's also not looking to run away. He's a very immobile fighter, so it's very basic footwork you see out of him. Something like a quarter step, a L step, or just stepping off and quarter turning. This is all built into his strikes and his style, because if he comes with a teep, when he pulls it back, he could use it right to take an angle. If he's using a jab, he's stepping into that jab and taking an angle at the same time. Like I said, all very basic footwork and entries for his first phase. The last part of this first phase is how he uses the jab and the teep. He doesn't just use the jab and the teep by themselves, he uses them in succession. His teep, it really is like a secondary jab or a longer jab, the way he uses it, right? He's constantly jabbing, right? And the moment their hands go up, he's looking for a teep. The moment their hands go down, he's looking for a jab. He's using what we call the Superman concept, to where you either protect your body or you protect your face. You either protect your face or you protect your body. And he's constantly playing this game, so it makes it hard for people to really have effective pressure against him, because he's always targeting something. If someone's walking me down, and I'm moving, I'm jabbing, yeah, go ahead, get close, boom. Constantly keeping something at him. He has to guard his body or his head, and the damage starts adding up. So this is kind of how he likes to approach the beginning of the fights and the first phase of Sean Strickland's style. Now, moving into the second phase of his style, you add in the more dangerous weapons to where he's looking to start opening up more. So he's using this jab, he's using this teep, he's gauging the reactions, he's looking for the openings. And again, it's all very rudimentary stuff, but based off of these reactions that he's getting, if they're looking to defend this, not only is he looking at the jab now, but he's looking to double up that jab and come with a cross, right? He's either looking for this right hand to be a cross, or he's looking at this back leg to come low or to come as a secondary push kick as well. So like I said, he keeps it very basic, but he's here, jab, teep. They're usually pressing into him, teep, jab, and then the moment he gauges those reactions, he's looking for the cross, looking to back him up, and that's how he starts getting this pressure. Now he's pressuring, they're moving back because they don't want to get hit with these teeps, they don't want to get hit with these jabs, and he's using the jabs, the teeps, the probes to manipulate their guard to find that cross or to find another teep. Sometimes he uses this teep coming forward and is jamming those toes into their body. Another thing he likes to do in the first phase that I didn't get to talk about is he's circling, and when he's circling, like I said, he leaves himself open with this frontal Philly shell, and sometimes he actually bounces off the cage, closing off that gap with the teep. So he'll bounce off the cage, and instead of them hitting a cross right here, he's bouncing off the cage and actually using that teep. It's very weird, but he's here, he's circling. Sometimes they cut him off and he's about to get caught, and he'll just stick it in there. So he's always ready to throw that lead leg. But again, on the phase two, once he gets that range, now he can start pressuring them, landing the jab, landing the teeps, looking to fake and come in and capitalize on the lower half as well as the openings he's created with that jab and teep style. Now that he's putting on the pressure, this leads him into the third phase, which I like to call the bar fight phase. So in this bar fight phase, like I said, he's jabbing, he's teeping, he gets into this second phase where maybe he's coming around, attacking the legs, he's using this back leg now as well as this backhand, and now it's like walk you down time. You saw this a little bit against Nasruddin Imavov. He took it on short notice and he kind of had to do this approach a little bit early, but this is where maybe the straight punches aren't here anymore, and now he's just winging overhands and teeps. Right? So he's coming wide, making them have to defend this, as well as coming up the middle. So he's cutting off both of those areas, right? So he's cutting off the footwork with these wide punches, and then while they're staying there, he's landing straight. Another thing you'll see him do is if they're here and they're maybe not backing up off of these overhands that he likes, he'll use it to come in and start throwing knees. You saw him finish Fluffy Hernandez by landing a good knee to the body. Again, wide and then straight. So again, another thing that he likes to do with these overhands is he's not necessarily looking to land clean with the knuckles. He's almost throwing it knuckle down and aiming to land with the wrist. In karate, you call this a ridge hand, to where you see his guard. We're just looking to land right here on the guard. Boom. And really all it's doing is creating that disruption to where now, boom, I'm landing these over and over again, causing damage to the arms. If they move their arms, it's hitting the hands. And a lot of times, even though it's hitting the arms, the palms are still going into the head, giving that concussive damage as well. So again, all three phases, he's here he's jabbing, he's staying defensive, he's using the long guard, he's teeping. Once he gauges that range, maybe he's landing the cross, he's up here, he's moving around. Very simple footwork. He's moving around, he's teeping, he's jabbing. This person starts getting frustrated, they start trying to put more pressure on him. He's teeping, now he starts throwing the overhands, boom. Now he starts using the knees, now he starts getting a little bit wild, and that's the more fun Sean Strickland that we get to see. But yeah, guys, these are the 3 phases to Sean Strickland's style. We got the jab and teep, we got the I start closing the distance a little bit more. Then we got the bar fight for the phase 3 of his style. In conclusion, it's a style that made him a world champion, and it's actually something that's pretty cool to look at given the circumstances of him actually blowing out his knee in a motorcycle accident, having to adopt a new style of fighting based off of it. It reminds me of Bill Superfoot Wallace, if you guys know who that is. Legendary kickboxer back in his day. But yeah, guys, this has been the breakdown of Sean Strickland's style. Hopefully you guys like it. If you do, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and leave your comments in the comment section down below. But with that being said, y'all stay safe, stay blessed, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.